So, Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 1. Again, not a pretty performance. Get out of jail card was the penalty that on another day, Thomas Partey infringement may have been given, and it may never have been a penalty. Great play from Martinelli and Eddie Nketiah to get aligned with each other, quick free kick. But on another day, Eddie Nketiah does score a brace in the first half. Probably not on another day, if we're being honest. On another day, Eze wins a penalty. It weren't pretty. People are going to blame the ref. Tomiyasu got sent off. Second yellow. Didn't touch the geezer. Jordan Knight. Was it Jordan Ayew? I think it was Jordan. It's Jordan Ayew. Goes down. 40 seconds later, Kai Havertz is like this on him. Not even a yellow. There's no consistency. And I understand why people are going to blame the referee. But if you have to rely on a referee to win a football match, you're probably doing something wrong. And Brandon, welcome back to the channel first and foremost. Shout your channel out.
True Gunners TV. Pick up yourself, Lee. Thanks for having me back.
It'll be in the description, people. But if you have to rely on refereeing decisions to win you a football match, you're probably doing something wrong. And not only that, when you're trying to incorporate one player into the starting 11 that ended up playing 97 minutes yet again, and you're playing 3 or 4 players out of position, players are getting dropped because of this guy, is going to roll over, keel over, and Benito por favor on that Kai Havertz hill, isn't he?
Bro, somebody needs to grab this manager by the throat and tell him, you are not Pep. You will never be Pep. Even if you shaved your head, you wouldn't be Pep. Yeah, I guarantee this guy has probably got Pep posters in his bloody bedroom or something because he so desperately wants to be Pep Guardiola. And the fact of the matter is, right, that system today was a joke. And you said it perfectly there, Lee. It's all because we want to shoehorn players into the team. Players that, let's be honest, shouldn't even be playing for Arsenal Football Club, let alone starting, right? Kai Havertz. Thomas Partey at right back. Make that one make sense. And the thing is we see it last week against Nottingham Forest and we got exposed. And today, if Crystal Palace actually had somebody who could finish, we would have got exposed. So is this going to be a continual thing, like Partey at right back, White at centre back, no Gabriel in the team as well? What's all that about? I've heard the links about Real Madrid and all of this, that and the other, but
Saudi as well. Apparently he met the Saudi Crown Prince today. Apparently.
Bro, if you're seriously considering selling one of your best centre-backs who had, let's just say, for the majority of last season, him and Saliba were the best centre-back partnership in the league. If you're even considering selling him for any amount of money, then we don't deserve to be mentioned as title contenders full stop anyway, right? But Kai Havertz, what does he bring to the team, Lee? Because I don't know. You know, people keep telling me about, he makes great runs off the ball. Guess what? Danny Welbeck makes great runs off the ball. He's not a great player, though, is he?
So I don't understand it. Winning us 3 kicks in the second half down to 7 men. And then he subbed him.
Yeah. Unreal, mate. Like, you got Thomas Partey playing right back, right? Which I actually thought he did reasonably well, like defensively today. I actually thought he did reasonably well. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Eddie Nketiah, right? There's the difference right there. People are saying, we're going to compete for a league title in Man City this season. No, we ain't. And that's the difference right there. Eddie Nketiah, 2 clear chances on a plate for him. If that's Erling Haaland, that's back of the net. He scored a brace. Eddie Nketiah, no. And to be honest with you, over the last couple of games, or over the last 2 games, we've seen absolute stinkers, not just from the players that I'm mentioning, but Martinelli's not been great. Saka's not been great. It's almost like he's basically took them back in pre-season and said, right, you know how we was playing last season? It did so well. We're going to change it all again. And this time, you're going to all learn something new. And that's what it looks like to me out there, Lee. It looks like all these players are trying to learn a new way of playing all over again.
And it doesn't help that he micromanages them through the game on the sidelines. Like, And the thing is, like we've mentioned Kai Havertz, yeah. Again, I don't know what he brings to the team, Brandon. Yeah, I really don't. I agree with you. I think Thomas Partey was one of our better players, but his substitutions today, his starting 11 today, like everything that was good about Arsenal last season. I know we've won 2 out of 2, and people go, "Oh, you're negative, you're moaning, you're toxic." Cry more, mate. Nobody cares. Yeah, at the end of the day, we won 9 out of our first 10 last season, right? And we blitz teams. We got out of jail against Forest. Another 5 minutes of that game, it's 2-2. Today, on another day, that ain't a penalty because Thomas Partey infringement. Yeah, and Eze could have got a penalty, whatever. Yeah, Edouard puts an absolute sitter wide. But on another day, Eddie scores twice. And this is the thing. Yeah, he's overthinking it. And everything that you said it a minute ago, everything that was good about last season,
he's scrapped. He's put it in the bin.
I want you to say this, and I want everyone to play along in the chat, yeah? Smash the like button up, sub to True Gunners TV, yeah? What's our best 11 if everyone's fit? And if they're not fit, who are your replacements in their position? Go.
If everyone's fit.
If everyone's fit, what's our best 11? And if they're not fit, then the replacement comes in. Who'd you say? Go.
Does that include the players that we've currently got here, even if they're out of favour?
Yeah, just go. The whole thing.
For me, David Raya. Then at right back, Ben White. Then my centre backs are Saliba and Gabriel. My left back is Kieran Tierney. My midfield 2 is Declan Rice and Thomas Partey with Odegaard in front. Yep. Then Saka on the right, Jesus or Trossard up top, and then Gabriel Martinelli on the left. That's my team.
Fantastic. Yeah. The only thing that people would have an issue with that team with is maybe the left back. Yeah. Other than that, I don't see where anyone's arguing. So why is this manager shoehorning Kai Havertz into this team, Eddie Nketiah in the team, and not only that,
I'll tell you what.
Go on.
I'll tell you what. I know exactly why, bro. Because all us fans, me and you, and those negative fans have been complaining about our bench. So I know we'll shoehorn these players in that are not that great. Because this is what I keep hearing about Eddie Nketiah as well. Why is Trossard not starting? Oh, because Eddie doesn't do anything coming off the bench. So you're better off having Trossard on the bench as an impact sub. Okay, why not just start with your best 11, win the game, and then bring your subs on? Like, how does that make sense? But he's done all of this, so our bench looks stronger, Lee, because actually today our bench looked reasonably strong. And it's just ironic to me, but people genuinely think we're going to compete for a league title this season. I'll tell you the biggest singlest problem, even if you take all of this like inverted crap that the manager's doing out of it, let's just say we were still playing like we was last season, right? Nothing had changed. We'd added these players. We picked our best 11 like we should do, and this, that, and the other. What it's going to cost us is the same thing that cost us last season. People look at Saliba's injury, big factor. People look at the manager and his lack of substitutions and his playing players out of form, big factor. But the biggest factor was towards the back end of the season when we was 8 points clear with 8 games to go, we conceded too many goals, right? Defensively, we're not that great. We're not good enough. We bring in Timber. He unfortunately gets injured in the first game of the season. He's out for the season. Now that Kieran Tierney is potentially leaving, not even making the bench for Arsenal, we actually have less defensive cover than what we had last season. So what makes anybody think we've got a defence to compete for a league title? We just watched Manchester City at the weekend against a very formidable Newcastle team, not even give them a sniff. They didn't have a single chance, a clear-cut one, because of the way that Manchester City can defend. And that's the scariest thing for me with City at the moment, because not only are they great going forward, but defensively, they're really, really good. And Pep Guardiola's got that spot on. Mikel Arteta is basically what tonight's game reminded me of was Arteta was trying to put Partey at right back so he comes into midfield so it makes us more attacking when we're going forward. In actual fact, it didn't really do anything. We didn't create anything. And what it reminded me of, or the way we was exposed at the back, was how we used to be under Unai Emery. where he was very good going forward.
One game may be good, one game may be shit.
Yeah. And one long ball over the top, and they're in.
Bro, do you know what's crazy, right? You just made a great point. We're going to wrap it up on this here, right? When you actually deep it, everyone was talking about the Finns squad after me and you were negative for calling out last summer's window as a 3 or a 4 out of 10. Oh, just be happy. Yeah, we're top of the league. Oh, we're August champions, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. And then it all fell apart. But when you actually deep it, Turner's gone. We've got Raya. Okay, upgrade. We both agree on that. And so will everyone watching, yeah? But it's 1 in, 1 out. Granit Xhaka's gone, a player that we've both not rated. Had a great season, fair play to him. But he's been replaced by Rice. So it's 1 in, 1 out, right? You're in Timber's out for the season. Let's forget about him. Yeah, we can't count that. So the only actual depth we have in our squad is Kai Havertz.
That's it. And imagine spending 240 million. And in actual fact, when you look at it like you just looked at it, we're no better off. We're no different. Nope. Yeah, okay, Declan Rice may be more of a quality player than Granit Xhaka, no doubt.
But will he Timber the GA? Probably not, because Granit Xhaka was more advanced. Declan Rice is more defensive minded. Yeah, he's learning a new role. He's learning his teammates. Yeah. So does that give a springboard for the attacking four? Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, whoever it may be, Eddie, Jesus. Does that give the extra 12, 15 GA that Xhaka got? Does that give them that? Is Odegaard going to excel and go above 15 goals? Probably not. Saka, Martinelli? Probably not. Around the same. Bro, I'm telling you now, short, sharp shock. Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of upset Arteta fans this season. And on that bombshell, tell the people what you got coming up on your channel, man.
Yeah, so come and join my match reaction, because I am seething, and obviously it's only a short fan cam, so I have to try and say what I can, but there'll be a longer one on my channel. So yeah, don't you worry. We'll make sure the standards are held up here, because nobody else will.
Yeah, facts. Link will be in the title. Listen, I'm going to do my fan cam, people. Big up to everyone who watched the watch along. And I'm live again with rants at 2:30 UK time. I'm live with Terry Flewers with the most inverted backwards bent, weirdest, most off-key, hybrid, weird, deluded live chat you will ever see in your life. So I'm live with him at 3:45. Apparently Hussam, from Jordan, big up Hussam, Liverpool fan, wants to come on and challenge me about Liverpool. Cool. I don't know what that's all about. And on that bombshell, adios amigos. Arteta out. Laters.